Buddies, hello and welcome to another episode of AC. That's me talking bowls, and thank you for joining me on such a lovely, wonderful summer's day. Whew. It's too hot for me, to be perfectly honest, but you can't complain. Well, you can, but nobody will listen to you. So thanks for joining me, guys. Remember, if you enjoy this video, please hit that like button. And if you're not already a bowls buddy and a member of this wonderful community of ours, please hit the subscribe button. It's absolutely free of charge, and don't forget to hit that notification bell for notifications of new content on the channel. Great stuff. So, not going to be a very long one, this one. I'm not feeling particularly well at all. In fact, you know, I just sometimes wish they'd shoot me, put me out of my misery, but they won't. Where to start? Another 2 weeks off because of the COVID situation. No better. In fact, I think I'm getting a bit worse between me and you and the gatepost, but never mind. My plans for a return to the bowling green this coming weekend have been scuppered. I'll have to just have a go at some point, I guess. I'll see next week how I feel. What to tell you, it's been up and down really with the bowling. For every bit of good news there's been some bad news. I'll start with the bowls development stuff. Had some fantastic donations. Went over to Gargrave Bowling Club last week and got an inordinate amount of bowls and jacks. Jeff Brassington gave me a few sets and some jacks. Who else? Andy Hodgson finally got hold of his donation last night, which was fantastic. And I've probably forgotten a few people. I'm really sorry if I have, but my mind isn't just as sharp as it normally is. But fantastic, absolutely great. I've got bowls that I will be selling at some point. Practice jacks. I've got lots of plastic jacks, both in yellow and black. And if anyone does want one, I've charged £20 for a practice jack. I know they're considerably more expensive than that. I can't guarantee the bias because I don't have a testing table, but if any of you want a practice jack, £20 collection from my house, or we can arrange some sort of pick up or whatever. But just get in touch, drop me an email, drop me a message on the get in touch with me on Facebook. And that'll be fantastic, and it'll all go into the pot. So that's the positive stuff. Negative stuff, unfortunately Yorkshire have decided to cancel all their team knockout events due to Kirklees being in a slightly higher risk area, and they don't want teams to travel in and out of it. In other news, all of the leagues in Yorkshire are going ahead. They're still playing in the county championship with players from Kirklees in the team. So I'm not 100% sure what the crack is there. I have read some interesting posts on the subject, and I think it probably is down to the fact that Yorkshire do not want to be seen as responsible if there is a spike in cases in the bowling world. They don't want to have responsibility for that, which is, I can sort of understand, excuse me. But if you think about it rationally, most bowlers, I would say, by now have had at least one jab, if not both, or have even had the virus and whatever. I think the risk is pretty minimal. And when the governing body are okay with the county championships taking place in a certain reduced format, albeit not allowing clubs to travel in and out of Kirklees seems a little silly, especially when you think Murphy League is doing that week in, week out. And as I'm aware, there's only me that's had COVID. And that wasn't anything to do with the Murphy League, it was all to do with the school I worked at, so there you go. So that's a shame. They have rearranged their merit for the bank holiday weekend, so hopefully you know, a little bit of normality there, but yeah, a little bit sad. I think we all, even though there were only 13 teams in it, 14 teams, we did enjoy playing in the Yorkshire Cup, but anyway, that's their decision, so that's that. Subject of Yorkshire, went over, I didn't play, I travelled over to Crossgates at Leeds to watch my Thongsbridge team take on Crossgates in a Murphy League game last night. The green was nice. It was great to see that Crossgates have how to put this in, they've managed to fund their club during the COVID lockdown situation. They've done really well. I was told they've managed to receive £32,000 in various grants and assistance due to COVID. They've upgraded their floodlights, which weren't needed last night. They've upgraded their clubhouse. They've done a lot of work. It looks really good. And I know from personal experience that some clubs haven't had a penny piece for many of this, and it's one of those situations where if you can, get yourself at the trough and get some money because it's there. So, you know, if it's there on offer, take it. That's what I say. Anyway, fantastic game. A lot of close matches. The big difference though, Crossgates had two fairly big wins, I think a 21-7 and a 21-10. So Thongsbridge, absolutely marvellous, 6 winners. Should have been 7, if I'm being honest. We should have had 7 winners, but we lost the aggregate by 4 chalks. And that's really the thing about winning the Murphy League, winning the aggregates away from home. It's a big thing. But I think if you'd have offered us six points apiece at the start of the game, I think we'd have been quite happy with that. But a little bit disappointed at the end, really, because we could have easily been, what would it be, 8-4, wouldn't it? Which would have been nice, or even 9-3, which would have been an incredible result. Anyway, now I'll run through the results of the First Division Murphy League. There is a result missing, unfortunately. That's between Crossland Moor and Denby Grange, so it's not going to affect the top of the table or the bottom of the table. It's sort of, you know, it's in the middle. Both teams are pretty much in the middle of the league. So probably the clash of the night was at Pudsey Bowling Club, where Pudsey Bowling Club A were taking on Lower Hopton, and Pudsey came out on top with an 8-4 win, 183 chalks to 161. Dern Sports beat Ossick Flying Horse 8-4. So actually for Flying Horse, that's you know, they need to get some points on the board, and you know, 4 winners away from home is pretty good going. I think the average score is 9-3. So an 8-4 better than average, so they'd take that. 170 to 150. Crossgates 6, Thongsbridge 6, 181 to 176, 5 chalks, memory's going. And finally Lower Hopton B beat Littlemore A 7-5, 184 to 174. And the top of the table sees the mighty Thongsbridge, my boys. Back at the top, played 8-1-5, lost 3, 62 points. Lower Hopton played 8-1-6, lost 2, 60 points. And in third place, Pudsey played 8-1-6, lost 2, 59 points. And then it's Crossgates, Dern, Littlemore. But again, like I say, oh, wait a minute, it might have been updated live. It might have been updated. Oh, come on. It's been updated live as I'm doing it. Crossland Moor. Let's have a look. Crossland Moor, 5 points. Wow. Denby Grange, 7 points. 5 winners apiece. And Denby Grange won the aggregate by 18 chalks, 188 to 170. Looks like a big win for Scott Fisher there, turning the tide. With all the other games being really close, he won 21-7. So fantastic. As I'm doing it, it appears even better. So that's the Murphy League, up to date with you. What else to tell you? Well, I know this weekend there's the final of the Royal Bowling Club taking place. I think it's, I want to say 5:30. I'm not 100%. There's another tournament being played in Greater Manchester beforehand, which is a qualifier for the Eaton Park event that's being played in July, and then the Royal Final 8, and it looks a good Final 8 as well. Callum Rate's there with a lot of other good players. It's a Final 8. Green's in good nick, as I've been told. The club is open for beverages, and it's always a good night. There's going to be a bookie there, so if you want to go along and watch, look up the Royal Bowling Club and get yourself there. You couldn't do a lot worse with your Saturday nights. You could do a lot worse with your Saturday nights even. Callum Rate, of course, bang on form. Is he ever out of form? He won a 32 at Dobbies last weekend, beating Paul Dudley in the final, which takes a bit of doing. I think it was 21-19 as well, so that was a good win for Callum. Yeah, and I'm not sure what else is on this weekend. I know the nursery started up last weekend. I should have been at the nursery this coming weekend, unfortunately. I've pulled out of that. And then I think, what else? Hopefully I'll be able to run through the county teams next week. I think it should be, things should have been sorted out by now, and I've heard rumours of various venues. I know North Lancs, just trying it on to see if it still fits, and it does. We're trying a new venue, so that could be interesting. So yeah, I do look forward to the county games, I must say, even though it is, we've got to wait till July. Hopefully the teams will cross at some point and I'll be able to run through them. So I think that's all I'm going to say for now. I'll tell you what, I've got one more thing to tell you. Let me just get in my emails. I got a little email from a long-time viewer, and he's always putting messages on and things like that. Jerome Turner, okay, and he's come up with a couple of t-shirt designs. So these aren't like, you know, polo shirts or anything like that. It's t-shirt designs for bowlers, with various slogans on the front. They might be good for Father's Day. I'll put a link up going across the bottom now. So there's things like, it's not short, it's a blocker. Get him in different colours. Decoy deployed. And then I think he's going to be adding some more. I've got a few suggestions I can put his way. Jeepers is always a good one. Don't forget the mat on the back. That's pretty good. What else could we have? Now then, no. Anyway, I'll have a think about a few, and I'll let Jerome know. But I'll put the thing across, the website across, and hopefully, if there's anything that takes your fancy, put a little bit of business his way. Don't forget, if you want some lovely bespoke polo shirts, or just any that he's got in his stock, which are all absolutely pucker, you could get onto www.bowlstrader.co.uk. Remember, if you put AC1 in the discount box, you get free shipping, which is £3.99. And any of you out there who are after a holiday, and oh, aren't we all, you could do a lot worse than getting in touch with Angie and Richard.Jackson at Not Just Travel. Again, I'll put the details up at the end, and if you mention me or my channel, you will get you will be giving a donation to this wonderful community of ours. So thank you very much for watching. Remember, I'm hoping to do the comment corner. There's a lot of comments I'd like to talk about, so I will try and do that either tomorrow, Thursday or Friday, but otherwise it will be next week. I've got to be careful, because if I talk too much I just get knackered for the rest of the day. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Get out, get bowling, get some sun on your back, but stay safe, and I will see you next time when we talk some bowls again. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.